Watwa konyankompo atwa no kokko edi nkunim. Awrampemu asiedu na dawroma. Ena no peme ene wo ye won kwane etiase. Eno ya anya bibia na o se Nyankopon hwe na wo gina so ma de pa bichien. Ampani ampa se Nyankopon hwe de ye ane no ano so a kamenu meru nke be sore ana. Da bi. Na so na domunti. Ohu ye mobo. Ye da so won kwane etiase a. Insuran Canada. Amen pa. Abusua yani abaka. Na Ghana mampeni na adan kwakufu ado na mpesa no pe na dawroma. Ebusa ne nsem kakra fa krata otrod koma Speaker of Parliament. Onmonya for Alban Somana Bagwin say. Watro krata de akoma ne say. Sa private bills a enjemra sebedwan wankasa ene hyehye ye. Nemra sebedwafo no bi ne ankrankro bi ne ka wo ho bɔ mu. E de ba ya akodi mra sebedwam no. So omoto abaje tum mpa ono nana arodan kwa kufu ado se Ghana mampani on sign krata no nti betimi a omonyai. The reason ne say e the pressure ebe to consolidated account so. Ye ka consolidated account a e account bi a ye bie ama mampani say o manage to a ye discover tum sa account no ye odete obi ankobusa bi wasem bia eno bi no mampani ade tua ne mpanimfo card ye niam ahodo ama prison fo aye nuanom so abibinti omakode afiase no yi bi de bo ho bra na so kogimra imi ensa tumu a ebe maka wono bo wani pe de afiase no ebe koso reason no emra na mi ensa ye de hin LTGBQ plus Jimino e de din kan de atoso mienu eyemra so obi kodi ewu ne ade kojan kwato se ye bunu kumfo ye nkokunu a oman na kwasha brase ye nyintum emom yamanu koda afiase ne nkwana nyina e ka ho bi de atoso bi ensa yemra so obi kotra ba bi so ono wa ya baifo nyina epa de ehunu pa de ehunufo eti wo twema ho se wo baifo nti anyu firi fie mfa metra camp ne amonya aka de ne mfa ha ne amane bia hu so no samra no ka se sankofo no nyina no omunni kwan so omye sa agbani bia nti anya nkofo no omuntro omfie no obi amone bra afro obi ya baifo a enye wo na aye ne pie mpani a wobebu naten emra mi ensa omampani na adan kwakufu ado se onyintu ana me busa se ye free hin ne abedru ha enche bia ana America mampani abedi etwe mame Kamala Harris eba Ghana part of Julia House no to so mame amane bo de ba ye nyina ne se wo baka che Ghana for se enipa omo ye mema omo ne mema da ene ma omo ne mada ne yenya wo omo ntrase nya adwuma mame bedru ye okọ Jubilee House no kane ya soto Jubilee House no ne da ho awuhwe ewiase nyina nim sa colors yi eye gay for colors LGBTQ Jimino omo colors ni omampani hwe Nyankopon nim hwe Ghana fo anim eba akwa me so light we de to edan ne ho kire sai asemi ba ha me gina ha ka bi utie ye so omampani wo pusu oman we di akwasa ba bi a ebe wie kire oman no benya haw ne amane e wo ya mamra ne amane e ne ye som a eye Kristosum ne musumi e na nam som ho lo and behold ya so kan e kire ma me ne say Ghana in world yada yaje gays matum ebisanye san koman na so ya omampani tie no ye nkoso kan e wa imfa nkoto dan ne ho yamu bia kasa bia mame Kamala Harris ekwa bankasiem no mampani ko sia kodi nkomo Ghana mampani nana adodankwa akufo on the March 27 2023 akache mame Kamala Harris say semrano emrase bedwafo ne jutum mpo a eba betom tables nti men ha wo ho because men sign before Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo all person obedi mampani no okọ Israel fa picture no to so mame okọ say Jewfo che anu no Jewfo mpanimfo no Jewfo a wọ́n mú bọ́m̀pá ẹ̀yànkọ́mpọ̀ twẹ́dí ẹ̀mpọ̀nkọ́ àmìdí mu ẹ̀sìn ìṣẹ́ ní nsá kọ̀sọ́ David apam dan ni mu ẹ̀bọ̀m̀pá ẹ̀sìn ẹ̀nyàmí sẹ́ ọ̀nfọ̀ Ghana akonnwa ẹ̀ma no. Bible no a Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo kan yɛ a wɔnyɛ agyideɛ kɔyɛ saa deɛ wɔ ani kyerɛ sɛ ntumuntu ɛne mmaa ne mmaa da no Onyankopɔn twɛdi ɛmpɔnkɔ ami wɔ kyiri. Sodom ni Gomorrah for ye bi no otoja de hye omo. Yay. This is the manner oye praise asafoba enyuma wode ye campaign across the country, the length and breadth, from north to east, from south to west. Eya some papa bi amatie ne se Nyankopon yodo. Yesu Kristo no a Obe penti a picture kia Ghana for se wonim no was a one pe LGBTQ plus no Jimmy or bet. Now my member prison for asem so. Man penny say ye jitum say obi akokum obi ma ye nkuno na mom yemfa nkoto afiase ne nkwa na nyina ebe ma aban na boka wo prison for ho abuzan for munim Ghana mprempre wo me next picture prison ni bia wodamu no one day dako yamane 1 cedi 80 pesos for the whole day any yatum no 1 cedi 80 pesos sadia wenti amampani ka che Ghana for say because of 1 cedi 80 pesos a day no and the cable break Ghana LTBGTQ Jimmy be on sign and convert to be sama yen kokoro na yemfa nkoto afiase ne nkwa na nyina so a aban bebo de hoka 1 cedi 80 pesos a day. Mama, next picture. When I checked, the last time a Ghana mampani bi edi ne sasa krata asese nkokum obi aya afi apem ahankro duakro miensa 1993 former president Jeremiah John Kwasibi Lawrence ena yeye. Since that time mampani bi ansan biam including Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. In Nepal 176 and work condemned prison across the country. I also think a sign me a kumomo. Or man penny be answer ma mining kumomo. Timibuso man penny na da rumo. Says uncle for way. I am when a boy once in 80 pesos, no. I feel a cassin a month gun and Baba was uncle for way wuntia. Was it looting a one sign catano? That what the bar. We will punch holes into it. And the devil is in the details. Ghanaians will get to know. Eti mi busa se. Eye ge kala sa mo ko to jubile house ntina also won sign. Promise ade mama me come house ntina also won sign. Ana once the 80 pesos ntina also won sign emu de an. Bo video no mama, we are maybe phone lines. Ghana mampani na Addo Akufo-Addo ko sha America mampani abedi a chebo mama Kamala Harris bo. Say wa no. Say mo ko sayo. Mo jitu mo. Mo anyan to mo. Me Nana Addo Akufo-Addo I will not sign it because to be table so simplicity. Bo video no me enko.
Collaborative future. At the same time, the Biden administration committed to calling out any foreign government that advanced anti-gay legislation or violates human rights. All 3 of the countries that you are visiting on this trip have advanced or proposed anti-gay legislation. Ghana has proposed a bill that would imprison those that engage in same-sex intercourse. Gay sex remains a crime in Tanzania, and same-sex relationships are outlawed in Zambia. What have you said to the president and plan to say to other leaders on this trip about this crackdown on human rights?
I'll start. I have raised this issue, and let me be clear about where we stand. First of all, for the American press who are here, you know that a great deal of work in my career has been to address human rights issues, equality issues across the board, including as it relates to the LGBT community. And I feel very strongly about the importance of supporting the freedom and supporting and fighting for equality among all people, and that all people be treated equally. I will also say that this is an issue that we consider, and I consider, to be a human rights issue, and that will not change. The President and I had a conversation on this very topic, but the conversation was not about China as much as it is about the enduring and important direct relationship that the United States has with Ghana and with African nations. I will tell you that we are very clear, and I will speak for myself and on behalf of the Biden-Harris administration, that the relationship between the United States and this continent and African leaders is an important one. There's a historical basis for the relationship, not to mention as we look forward, as all governments should, and recognize the unachieved, as of yet, opportunities that exist going forward. The median age on the continent of Africa is 19. Think about what that means in terms of potential. Think about the fact that by 2050, 1 in 4 people occupying a place on Mother Earth will be on this continent, and what that means. The trip that I have taken to come here, being here, is about recognizing the incredible opportunity with a sense of optimism about what we do now and how it will impact the world going forward. So this trip and this relationship, yes, we are concerned with security, we are concerned with what is happening on the globe as a whole, we are clear-eyed about that, but this trip is motivated by the importance of the direct relationship between the United States and Ghana, and as I travel the continent, those countries as well.
Enti when someone mami back can na dan kokufaro so catch and so how mami utie ni nsam no a wase mre kakra bi aka no enipa wo wiase so yimu nan ba ko be Africa ye wo ye dos ntino birth control plan betimi dia ba ne say be ma se be mpredua sa obebunu yonko be ma to oguma ma ne kwa mungum se na be ya wo no e no so okay. I support what you say vividly 100%. I pen my signature to you. Omo de ba men sign nana arodan kwa kufado so adan na wo de ko secretary mu aka che Ghana for say because of 180% nti I would in my prison in one day edeka pressure better consolidated accounts so ni busa o sabe mu pedua sa mo fa nche me mo nkrama ko mo fi nsam de mo wede. Why don't you state it clearly? Yam fan to any mu say what was about and the picture ko to jubile aso so a say one kasa ade na wo pe wo jitum enti na wo so one sign na wo hwe Ghana fo ni mu di ato a kire. How many amount of cities and I'm spending on one prisoner a year? And the whole 176 no e ka say na mo bo omo compared to per diem moje good compared to $180 million or $82 million Minister of Finance health aje so koto rubber edura masika ma ya hwe na video no mra
consider to be a human rights issue, and that will not change.
So thank you for the question. First of all, we don't have any such legislation here in Ghana. A bill has been proposed to the Parliament of Ghana, which has all kinds of ramifications, which has not been considered by the Parliament. It hasn't been passed, so the statement that there is legislation in Ghana to that effect is not accurate. No legislation. The bill is going through the Parliament. It's going through the Parliament. The Attorney General has found it necessary to speak to the committee about it regarding the constitutionality or otherwise of several of its provisions, and the Parliament is dealing with it. At the end of the process, I will come in. But in the meantime, the Parliament is dealing with it. And I have no doubt that the Parliament of Ghana will show, as it's done in the past, first of all, its sensitivity to human rights issues, as well as to the feelings of our population, and will come up with a responsible response to the proposed. The legislation was a legislation that has been provided as a private member's bill. This is not an official legislation of the government, but it is one that has been mooted by a handful of private members. So we will see what the final outcome of it. But my understanding from a recent discussion I had with the chairman of the committee, the substantial elements of the bill have already been modified as a result of the intervention of the Attorney General. We will see what the final outcome will be, and that is the stage at which I will also have the opportunity to prevent. As far as the presence of Wagner is concerned, we're concerned about it. We made clear our concerns because, first of all,
you should have been bold and tell Ghanaians to walk was a bowl, side and about one sign. It is the same way if he so convert so be young kuno na young fan cotton feeding or Ghana car. Oh, excuse me, Mr. President. With all due respect. With all due respect. With all due respect. With all due respect. You need to be bold. Open. And Timrano won't sign. But the Ghana for you now must speak about so. Also, I'm penny basayo. On sayo, 16 December Saturday, Mrano. On Beja to Mrasabe Jam dia Comano. Say ye dear. Diaka wo na Adan Kwakufado. One Ghana for no 2 for young Kumpotrian Kwame 10 because or no. And a babu ya sini penny not a wo a Kufado can be. But the Bessia, men can be baby. One quadana money.
Onyankopon asam eye de kurenti